Hello everybody, this is Roving Shadow. How is everybody doing? Well, it's time to start the next part in the Quest for Glory series. I will let this run. I am really hoping that this is not completely drowning out my voice. I may have to do some sound editing later. But yes, Quest for Glory for Shadows of Darkness. Ah, what a great game. Well, let's start off.
Please insert your saved character disc from any of the
what is this?
Quest for Glory games into the disc drive, so that your hero can make the journey to Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness.
Who is this speaking? I don't know. But that voice sounds awfully familiar.
The character has been successfully imported. Welcome to Shadows of Darkness.
Yes, that voice sounds awfully familiar. That sounds familiar because that is Gimli, John Rhys-Davies, the person who played Gimli in The Lord of the Rings. He is the narrator of this game. And that is absolutely amazing. I did not know that for the longest of times. It wasn't until like just a few years ago that I found that out. So where are we? This is...
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place. The only illumination, an eerie green glow.
I will try not to talk too much over this.
Of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions.
Which are?
Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here?
All very good questions.
No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
Yeah, wait, what? Oh my god, where'd all our stuff go? Our sword, our shield, all our potions, let me, first now let me lower this volume so that I'm not going deaf and you can all hear me. That's up to skill, and because I am absolutely awful, horrible, did I mention awful and horrible at the combat in this game, we will go to strategy, which automatically does the combat for us, which is very good. So yes, as I was saying, whenever someone is talking, I will try not to talk so that we don't drown each other out. But yes, there's actually voice in this game. So I will be looking at nearly everything, doing any sort of like touching of things and talking to everyone with all the dialogue choices. So this will be a very, very dialogue heavy game, and I won't be like speeding through it just because I actually really enjoy it. So well, let's get started. Let's get actually started with the game, because apparently we are in trouble. We are nowhere near where we were in the last game. There's no Rakesh, no Jahari, no Ahura, no anyone. We are all alone with nothing. Look at nothing. But we do have our plate mail armor. The only things that actually aren't voiced are the stuff in the inventory. I don't know why. Everything else is voiced, so... How... Oh, wow. We are quite poor. Let's look at ourselves. Oh, that's actually not voiced either. That was also... But, that's...
You are in a large cave, dimly lit by glowing lichen on the walls. Strange, irregular outcroppings of stone grow from the ground, looking like the skeleton of some enormous beast. Here and there, petrified human bodies seem to grow half in, half out of the floor and walls.
That's just lovely. That is, that just makes me love being here.
You are in a large cave.
That's the same thing.
The desiccated corpse is half buried in the rock of the cave floor.
Actually, one thing I never ever knew until I was just doing a practice of this, making sure all the recordings work. You can either click on this skull or just walk by it. And
You stumble and fall over the ancient petrified corpse.
Oh no!
As you pick yourself up, you discover a dagger and some coins on the dried-out dead body. It isn't going to use them anymore, so you take them.
Yeah, I never knew that that would trip you. I've played this game probably close to 20 times, and I have never ever done that. I just
You are in a
thought that was kind of interesting, so I figured I'd show that.
The deteriorated corpse has grown part-way into the cave wall.
This is just a lovely place, isn't
A brief
it?
search reveals a piece of hard grey rock, which you take, and some coins, 3 crowns and 13 kopecks.
Okay, so we've got, let's look now at our inventory again. We've gotten a dagger. It's a flat-handled dagger suitable both for close infighting and throwing. Well, at least we now have a weapon. Flint. You have a small grey piece of flint, much like the one described in your famous adventure's survival course manual in the fire starting section. You vaguely remember something about using flint and steel together. We've got the flint, but where might we have some steel? I can't quite put my finger on it. Where might we have... Okay, let's...
Find 30 assorted copper and gold coins on the body.
Alright, we're getting some money now. How much do we have, actually? Oh, look at that. 14 crowns and 51 kopecks. Very nice. Okay, this has been bothering me for a while. What is this?
This is some kind of altar to the Dark One.
Oh?
The top is covered with sand. Torch holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable rituals.
You're scaring me, Gimli. You're scaring me. Can we touch it?
The altar feels strangely warm to your touch, but leaves a deeper chill somewhere within you.
Okay, remind me not to touch things that I don't know about anymore. What do we have over here?
It looks like a torch, but there doesn't appear to be any pitch or other flammable material on it.
Oh. Well, a torch, it is quite dark in here. Can we take it?
You take the torch.
Oh, we can take the torch. Very good. Let's look at it. Magical torch. We already know it's magical. But it's obviously magical since it never seems to burn down. Well, usually a flint and steel, which, where could we have that? Okay, are good for lighting torches, so voila! We now have this lovely green flame. That is odd, but it works. And actually, let's see.
Didn't your mother ever tell you not to play with matches? Well, the same rule applies to torches as well.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Hey, careful. You could cut yourself with that sharp piece of flint.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was that sharp.
You're already wearing the armor.
Oh, well, this is like silver. I don't see any silver. I mean, how was I supposed to know that?
You trim and clean your fingernails. Neatness counts.
That it does. Doesn't matter if we're stuck in this cave. Gotta be neat.
You check your money pouch to make sure nothing's missing. Everything is still there.
Oh, okay. Yes, I will be using pretty much every item on us, just because... why not? This is going to be pretty much a complete... any little thing that can be done, assuming I don't forget anything. Oh. Let me...
You straighten out your jacket and retie your boots. Appearances count.
Absolutely. Let's look at the door.
It seems to be a kind of stone valve, acting as a door to the passageway beyond.
Oh, okay. Oh, and I didn't mean that.
No one seems to be listening.
Okay, nope. Okay, well, we can finally get out of the first room.
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through.
Ah, very good. Oh.
You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south.
Okay, this looks kind of, I don't even know, it's kind of
The rough
nasty.
stone altar is covered with dark stains, as of blood long since dried to powder.
Oh boy.
You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it.
Yeah, let's
The altar
touch it.
feels strangely warm to your touch.
Same thing as the other altar thing. Well, what's over here?
The corpse has long since decayed into a dry husk, but his shield seems to be in pretty good condition. Lying next to the dead warrior are a battered sword and a coin pouch.
Okay, well, let's... if it's just lying there, we might as well
Gratefully
take it.
retrieve the shield and battered sword from the dead warrior. You hope that they will serve you better than they did their last owner.
Yes, hopefully. Let's...
You clasp the shield firmly, ready for battle.
Yes, let's get ready for battle. And actually, let's look at these first. The best defense requires a good defense. The shield helps keep you alive long enough to do both. Yes, sword. This sword is rather battered and worn. You can't get it to hold a proper temper. Still, it's better than fighting barehanded, or even with a dagger. And then, I like this.
A hero's life may be tough, but that's no excuse for seppuku.
No? No harakiri? Ah, well. It'd probably be better, though, than all the things we're gonna have to do. Anything else?
You're in the
to
heart of
see?
the cave. Stone valves close off passageways leading in all directions. In the center of the chamber is a bleak stone altar covered with dark stains.
Okay. Well, let's... you know what? Let's, run. And what? Some bats?
As you approach the exit, you are confronted by 2 flying creatures. They have bat wings and spider-like bodies.
Oh, they're probably not friendly. And now the automatic fighting! Alright, we just sit back and... this is vastly different than the, combat in all the other games.
In a bitter battle, you were better than the badders. You kicked some butt, too.
That we did, Gimli.
The dead bodies of the badders are flea-bitten and very smelly.
Hey, do they have any good loot?
The badder wasn't carrying any valuables. Besides, its body is really gross.
Like, ew. Okay. Well, that's enough for this section. Yes, we're already on to the 3rd screen of the
Something
game.
deadly lies in wait nearby.
Oh, really? I don't see anything. Seems...
A massive pillar fills much of the upper ledge.
There's
A
nothing
deep pit
bad
fills
in
most
here.
of this hallway. A rope bridge spans the narrowest stretch of the chasm. A heavy rope bridge spans the deep chasm. A deep pit fills most of this.
Okay.
You can see the entrance to a large cave at the bottom of the pit. You catch an occasional glimpse of a horrid, multi-tentacled monster just inside the cave.
Really?
This is the
I don't see
entrance to a
anything.
smaller cave, or perhaps a second outlet from the large one.
They're just seeing things. There's nothing there. Let's test
Cautiously
this rope.
test the rope before crossing. It feels as though it's firmly anchored on both ends of the chasm.
Very good. Let's go across. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh my!
You just
What?
barely made it across the pit.
What is that?
Deep pit. A deep pit.
What is... Oh my goodness. What is that? Oh my goodness. Yes, this game has heavy influence from Lovecraft's Cthulhu mythos. There's a lot of like... This is just a very, very, very dark game, but it is quite awesome. And why are you still just hanging out up there? Okay. So I could make a joke about Japan and glad this wasn't made there, but I'm above that. Or am I? I don't know. Maybe when we come back later.
You slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws. As the cave mouth closes behind you, you feel a strange warning tingle. There is danger here, although its source is not immediately clear.
It's not immediately clear. It's not the fact that we just came out of this huge mouth with teeth and it's trying to eat us and... Fine. And... Whoa! Who is this person over here?
You are alive!
Why,
Only
hello.
one person has ever walked away from there before.
Hello, gorgeous.
Who are you? How did you get here?
I'm Hector. I don't know.
There are so many questions I want to ask you.
I
But
want to
have
ask
get
you
home
something
quickly.
too.
It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia.
Is it?
The town is due north of here.
Oh, well,
Be
thank you.
careful. There are many bad things wandering around.
Such as?
Good luck.
Oh, thanks. Hey, who are
Oh,
you?
by the way,
Oh.
my name is Katrina.
Ah,
I
lovely
hope we
name.
meet again sometime.
I hope so as well.
Farewell.
Bye. Can I join you? Maybe? No? Ah. That was interesting. What was a lovely lady like her doing here? I don't know.
The cave mouth looks like the jaws of some horrid creature, waiting to chew up and swallow anyone who should be so foolish as to try to enter the cave.
It's a perfectly safe cave. I don't know what... nah.
The icky, greasy, grimy goo flows close beneath your path at this point.
I take it we do not want to fall in there.
Rocks have formed an island within the goo. This symbol looks like a six-armed starfish, or perhaps like the tentacles of an octopus. You sense a feeling of strange, chaotic power from it.
Oh, that's lovely.
The archway above the path is inscribed with 8 arcane symbols. You recognize 7 of them, from Arcania 101, no doubt, as the symbols of blood, bone, breath, essence, heart, the mouth, and the senses.
Oh, we knew all
The
that?
8th is new to you. It looks a bit like a 6-tentacled starfish, or perhaps more like a squished squid. Something about the symbol fascinates and scares you at the same time.
It is quite fascinating. Let's take it.
The 6-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack.
We just may need it. And that's a lovely little sign. Dark One sign. That's not ominous at all. Something about this bronze symbol makes your skin crawl. It looks vaguely like a stylized octopus with only 6 tentacles. Well, because we've used everything else on us, let's...
As you touch the Dark One sign to your skin, you feel a cold sensation as though the warmth and life energy were being sucked from your body. You quickly put the sign away.
Yes, quickly put it away. So is there...
Now that you've taken the physical Dark One sign, there is no trace that it was ever there before.
Oh.
This symbol looks like a mouth with pursed lips.
Okay.
This symbol is a stylized representation of a crossed pair of bones.
Also, before one of these will be an example of what I'm about to say. What is said and what is in the text box are not always identical. Sometimes what is said is sort of ad-libbed, and one part of the game, it's hilarious. Some of them just went to town with ad-libbing, and it is amazing.
This is the symbol of blood in the form of a huge carved droplet. The cloud symbol is a traditional representation of breath. And of course, the dark cloud symbol is a representation of bad breath.
See, like there. It only showed like half of what he actually said. So...
This strange symbol is the traditional magic representation of the senses. This looks like a throbbing heart. This symbol is really abstract. You may have seen it once before, described in an ancient book as the sign of essence, or one's inner nature. A long crack has developed near the base of the archway, although it still looks stable.
So, yes, these symbols are all very, very, very important. I won't say what they're actually for, but very, very important. So let's go to the next screen. We're making so much progress.
This tall standing stone has been carved so that the top looks like a squid is perched upon it. It doesn't look particularly stable.
Oh.
Twisted, thick-looking tree holds tenuously to the central island. The huge tree looks to be half wood, half stone. A pool of sticky, greasy-looking slime dominates this area below the cave. A stream of slimy goo oozes down the right side, and goo dripping on the path makes it slimy and treacherous as well.
Lovely, lovely.
A delicately crafted bonsai bush looks totally out of place in a pool of dark, unhealthy-looking goo.
Okay, this game has a lot of bugs in it. So I'm going to save right, and I thought I had that up higher. Okay. Let's see. Just because this game has a lot of bugs, here's one spot. I have some patches, so I shouldn't have any game-breaking bugs, but it is possible. And this is one spot. If you're on like a new fast computer, there's a very, very, very strong possibility that once you try to go down here, the game will just freeze and close. I forget which error it is. It's like 47 or something like that. Later, there's an even worse one. This you can always get through by just usually putting speed to max, and it will essentially force you through this. So
the path is dripping
see.
with slimy goo. You're having a hard time maintaining your footing on it.
Okay, let's see. Good, it didn't close. Okay. Yes, this one is more just annoying, because if you forget to do that and you haven't saved it, well, you gotta start over. But later on, and it's quite a ways in the game, the next bug is awful. It's terrible. Out of anything with this game, it's the bugs that make it kind of bad. But it is still an amazing game. Like, my favorite in the series.
Your danger sense.
Danger sense!
You sense deadly danger from the swamp. It might have something to do with the grasping, disembodied arms.
Just maybe. Just possibly. Probably not, though. I'm sure it's nothing.
The heavy odor of decay overwhelms your senses and makes you feel slightly nauseated as you survey this gloomy swamp.
Oh, lovely.
The heavy odor of...
Okay. And oh my
The
goodness.
decayed remains of a human arm claw at you as if to drag you down to share its doom.
Oh, I'm staying out of the swamp.
This tree looks like it only recently lost the battle against the change in its environment. Small hummocks of earth and grass rise out of the seething swamp.
Yeah, let's get out of here. This is... look at this. This is a lovely little
You are in the
forest.
southwestern corner of the forest. Dank mists rise from a dismal swamp to the south and west. The path to the dark cave lies to the southeast. Large deciduous trees make their stand among the pines. They know how to leaf well enough alone in the fall.
And yes, as I said, I'm going to be looking at nearly everything.
It is allegedly a rock ledge.
Oh.
The red bush looks ready for anything.
You're funny.
You are in the southwestern corner of the...
Okay, and that's that. Okay. Next screen. Oh, isn't that lovely?
A babbling brook chatters its way through the forest.
I absolutely love the scenery in this game. It is
You are in
marvelous.
the southwestern corner of the forest. Dank mists rise from a dismal swamp to the southwest.
Okay, and that's that. Next screen.
You are in the western part of the forest. An old road once led to the east. Only after careful searching do you manage to find traces of the road to the south as well.
Oh. Next screen. Okay, we're almost
You are
to
in
the
the
town
western
now.
part of the forest.
Oh, well, lovely.
Pine trees grow in profusion in this cool climate. In winter, they needle the deciduous trees mercilessly.
Haha, needle. Okay, next screen. We're almost to town now.
You are near the northwestern
Two more
corner of the
screens.
forest.
And okay, we're almost there.
You are near the northwestern corner of the forest. An overgrown road once ran east and west through this area. You can see part of the town wall to the northeast, and an ominous castle far to the north.
Why is the castle ominous? I'm sure it's just fine. And that is a
You are near...
big tree.
You are...
Look at the size of that tree. I mean, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us across. Maybe even more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going with 6 of us across. Man! Now that is a tree. That is a tree. Oh, look at that.
Just past the hill you can see cultivated fields and a walled town.
Ah, lovely civilization.
An old rickety bridge crosses the river here. You are on an old road. The way to the west is badly overgrown, while the route north and south has seen considerably more traffic. You can see cultivated fields and the walls of a town to the north.
Ah. And I think...
A babbling brook.
Yeah. Okay, so now it's off to the town in the next episode. Yes, as I said before, this is going to be quite a bit longer than all of the others so far because I am going to be looking at every little thing that I can, just because I don't even know if I've looked at every single thing, and it's been a while since I have, and I just enjoy this game so much that I just want it to last for a while. So yes, I will see you all next time when we go and look at the town. So see you all then.